Hey guys, welcome back. Here we go again. Yeah, I want to talk about, what's this? Myron and Walter, Fresh and Fit, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, everybody's going in on Fresh and Fit. Everybody's laughing at Fresh and Fit because of their choices in women. And to be honest, I'm going to be fair with everything. It's not even about what they are doing. It's how they're doing it and who they're choosing to do it with. And I mean, let's be honest. Most American men now realizes what women are doing. Yet we continue to fall for the traps. The same traps that they always used. And this is why men like Fresh and Fit should be married. This is exactly why. Because now you done became the prey and I didn't even realize it. And let's just say these guys are making like, I'm going to say about $500,000 a piece per year, which they probably make way more than that. But women see this as an opportunity. Women that would never have access to men like this. And you got to realize you're less likely, I mean, men cheat anyway, but you're less likely to be moving like this. They're moving like this because they're desperate. But you got to understand, these men got all this money. Literally, you could have took a couple weeks off, went to a country, found you a wife, brought her over here. But no, you guys want to be in fun mode. It's like these guys have been handed millions of dollars and they just in fun mode. Yeah, they understand technical part of relationships. They understand that women are preying on men. Really, they're not looking for nothing but your money. They're not really trying to tie anything down. They'd rather take your money and walk away. They'd rather take your children and walk away. They'd rather take the check and damage the children for life than build a life with a man. And we're starting to move like them. And I'm talking about men that got money. That don't mean just because you got money, because the smartest men that have money, let's just say somebody like Bill Gates, he got married young. He built his family. What is the point if you're going to toy around with women? And this is why everybody joking with you. This is why no one has any more respect for a Fresh and Fit. Like, your respect went flying out the window. It's because of the way you're living. Now, if you would have got settled down with a woman, got married, it wouldn't have mattered. People would not judge you. But you settled down. I mean, you had a child with a street runner, which you already know these are no good women. But you tried to use them. And your weakness has been exposed. You are weak because you are single. And this is the reason why men like this needs to settle down, needs to be in relationships, because this is why you're so vulnerable. And I know we had I'm going to just say this. A lot of these YouTubers, I'm going to say about 99% of these, whatever you want to call it, red pill, men's content. I'm talking about the ones that we observe, we watch how they move. They all move pretty similar. They are all weak because they are unmarried. I'm talking about the ones that's not married. Like, you got several guys that have talked about single mothers and they wound up marrying a single mom. I mean, how pathetic is that? But then you start realizing we're still trying to make these modern relationships work. And how can you talk about something that you're going to become part of? Our choices in women is terrible. Even the ones that got money. As a matter of fact, I think you're more sloppy when you do got money. Because you feel like you got nothing to lose. But we want to continue to have fun. We don't want to settle down. I mean, we don't even realize we're just as bad as the women we talk about. Because of the way we move. It don't matter what you're saying out your mouth. And every man should know this. Let's start judging people by the way they move versus what they say, because women do the same thing. They'll tell you a million things why you should accept them, why you should accept their lifestyle, how good they can be, but then you start looking at how they move. It's a joke. And these guys, Fresh and Fit, has embarrassed the entire brand. It's pathetic. And this may be the start of their destruction, and they don't even realize it. Because there's been several channels of men that wind up getting with single moms. I don't know their names at the moment. But they were never able to recover after they made poor decisions like this. It's like a church reverend telling you to be faithful, be a good husband, and then they not doing it either. Are you going to continue to go to his church? No, you're going to turn your back on them. And this is how they're going to look at it. Like, they have betrayed their viewers. And I don't see them recovering. Even though they do have good content and they do have a lot of good guests. And men like Fresh and Fit, if you think about it, we have needs as well. And it's just not a sexual thing. We think we're a lot different than women. And I'm talking about on the emotional part that men actually need. And if you think about it, Fresh and Fit are moving like this. I don't know how they were when they were young. But let's just say they didn't really get women like that. This is intoxicating to young men like this. This is a situation, I mean, it feels good. And you gotta understand, now that you have the means to get any woman you choose, you're like that 21-year-old woman where they could have any man they could have. So what do women do when they can have any man they can have? They deal with the worst kind of men. What is Fresh and Fit doing right now? And they have the pick of the litter? Dealing with the worst kind of women. They are no different. So Fresh and Fit has exposed themselves to be no different than modern women. And this is why I say, young men, if you are in a situation where you're a good provider, there's no excuse for you not to be married. Like, I'm not talking about on paper. I mean, if you're having sex and it's going to be a possibility that you're going to get a woman pregnant. There's no way around that. This is why a lot of men realizes this. This is why we got the passport bros. Because men realize they still want women. That's what we do. So the men of means are dealing with the worst kind of women. We're the reason why they exist. Because once we stop dealing with these kind of women, they're going to stop living like that. They're going to stop moving like that. And this should be an eye-opener to a lot of men as well. Like, the ultimate goal is to get married, or you're going to become the prey. And you can't marry these women, especially a Fresh and Fit. Everybody know who you is. Everybody knows what you're worth. You're going to get the worst type of women. You're going to bring and attract the worst of women because they realize you're high value and you have us all around you. We got access to you. You're having sex with us. We're going to set you up. We're going to make sure you fall in love. And that's the same thing that happens to modern women. They meet a guy, they don't plan on building anything. They do that because they don't want anything. They just want to have sex and go. But then they realize they wind up getting pregnant, falling in love, and it's with the worst kind of men. But this is the opposite situation. That is why we're not supposed to be moving like this. So now this child is being brought into the world on day one in a terrible situation. Mom is just worried about your money. Dad didn't even want you to exist. And this is enough to break a man. This is why men need to get out this country. At least the wealthy men. But I'm going to just say this. The day that they make it easier for men to bring a wifely woman to America, the game is over for modern women and feminism. And what do I mean? I mean, I just start observing people around me. And I'm starting to see a lot of wealthy men. I'm starting to see a lot of wealthy men with, I don't really know where these women come from. They look like they're from maybe, I'm going to say the Philippines, Indonesia. These kind of women typically get with a man and they stay with him. They become submissive. Usually they don't even go to work or anything. They stay at home. But a lot of men, a lot of white men as well, are bringing women over here and getting married. They're getting their visas. They're getting their fiancé visas. And they're replacing the white woman with Cambodian, Indonesian, and Filipino women. I'm just saying, the modern man has given up. This is what wealthy, smart men are doing. They still desire sex from women, but they realize if I don't put myself in the situation, I'm going to make a mistake. And that's what we do. And this is why I say they should have got themselves in a situation. We continue to try to accept this lifestyle. Even on the man's side, it's a failure. You're going to make mistakes. And the ultimate goal is to get a wife at home and live your life. This fun mode, it never works out. Just look at a lot of these.
I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
He's in a terrible situation. And now we got Marlon Wayans in the same situation. This fun mode is dangerous. The ultimate goal is to get a wife. And a lot of these men fall in love with these women. But remember, these women were never no good in the first place. It's the same situation with these women that get in situations with these bad boys, whatever you want to call them. They were never any good. You cannot get good out of bad. They have no good intentions for you. So now you get a woman like this pregnant. In the back of her mind, she's trying to figure out, how can I separate myself and get the money? They don't want to build anything with you. So, like I say, the moment they make it easier for men to bring women over here, because like I said, men are leaving this country and bringing wives over here. They're already doing it. But the moment America, because they're going to have to make it easier, make it legally easier to bring women over here, because American women choose not to get married. If you look at every gender in the country, men as a whole are getting married more. As a matter of fact, the Asian community have the highest number of marriages. I believe it's over 60%. And that's why they're so successful in this country. Because they are together. Because fathers are in the home. That's why they're so successful. We think it's because they're so smart. They are smart, don't get them wrong. A lot of Asians are very good with math. But having a mom and dad in the home puts you in an advantage. And even the white community now is starting to fall because of this poor system we have. So my point is, Fresh and Fit are not good men. Good men that understand the system we got in America, that understand the position of especially wealthy men. Smart, wealthy men get married. Smart, wealthy men want a family. That's the type of things we're supposed to desire. But men like Fresh and Fit desire the fun life that never has a happy ending. And now you're going to bring children into the world. It ain't even your choice. We got to understand, we don't even have a choice when a woman gets pregnant. So that should make you even smarter. So I have no sympathy for these guys. And this is why men are bringing wifely women over here. We have no wifeable women in America. Nothing but crooks and thieves. And you played the game with the devil and lost. And when I'm talking about these Eastern women, I'm talking about they are everywhere. You see hundreds of them at a time. So while American women are complaining about the dating market, American men are becoming part of the marriage market. I'm talking about thousands of women from the East because of this poor system we have. Anyway, I've been vetting for too long. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe.